We continue our celebration of Black History Month with an important discussion about the racial wealth gap. We spoke to veteran financial journalist Rodney A. about how the gap became so wide and what must be done to fix it over time. Rodney, thank you so much for joining us. This is such an important topic, talking about fixing the wealth gap, the racial wealth gap that we have here in America. This is something you've been talking about for a long time.
Yes, and people have been urging me to write a book, basically personal finance for African Americans. So I thought it was a good idea to marry the two subjects, and that's what I did in my book.
Give us a sense of what the gap is. Like, where are we?
Well, the average wealth of a Black family in America is $17,000 compared to $171,000 for a white family. The home ownership rate among Black families is 43% compared to 72% for white Americans. And you could go on. The median balance in a retirement fund is $35,000 for Black Americans and about $80,000 for white Americans.
That is a huge gap.
Yeah. How do we go about fixing that? Like, where do you even begin when you hear numbers like that?
Well, like I said, basically after I establish, talk about the statistics, I offer basic financial planning advice. And number one on that list for African Americans is to basically hire basically, let's start with financial literacy. And part of that would be looking for a financial advisor. Many Americans, not just Black Americans, think you have to be rich to have a financial advisor. The earlier you start saving, the better. And a financial advisor is kind of key in urging people to do that and helping them manage their money.
Where do you think this, if somebody was to say, why is this such a large gap? Why is this such a large gap? What could you pinpoint, or is there something that really stands out to you of why this has become more of a chasm, really?
Yes. Actually, it's an important question because it comes up and people don't realize. During the Black Lives Matter protests last year, there was a lot of talk about Tulsa and the Black business district and the Black middle class that was destroyed during the riots in Tulsa. But Tulsa not only was Tulsa repeated all over the country, in cities all over the country, where mobs basically burned down Black businesses, burned down Black homes, and chased Black folks out of their cities and out of their homes. You have a history of things such as, the GIs coming back after World War II. There was the GI Bill, but basically the way it was administered, the Black veterans did not get the benefits because basically the federal government pushed the administration of that down to the state levels, and some of these racist white states in the South refused to give Black veterans benefits. So that means that they were not able to buy homes. So basically, even if you look at Levittown, which was basically built for veterans, Black veterans could not even live in Levittown. They were banned from living in places like Levittown. So when you look at something like that, where basically a white family is able to build a house with GI benefits, and over the years, that's turned into generational wealth, which Black families did not have. So I have many. There are many examples like that.
Yeah.
Black farmers in the USDA, particularly, they eventually sued because they were not getting the help that they needed. So it's case after case throughout history of things like that.
Rodney, this is a great month to be bringing this up, right? Black History Month, to look back and say, okay, this is where the problem started. Now we got to look for the solution. So thank you for educating us today and coming on to share this with us.
Okay, thank you for inviting me.
You can check out Brooks's latest book. It is called Fixing the Racial Wealth Gap. Racism and discrimination put us here, but this is how we can save future generations.